Hey guys, happy Monday. The next 2 days I have a virtual HR conference. This is the one that we usually go to in person, but in the wintertime they always do it virtual because some parts of the state people wouldn't be able to travel to this. So I'm just hanging out. Also the next 2 days I will not be fasting because I knew I would not be able to get my coffee because I usually do my coffee like at lunchtime. I'll get like a protein coffee or something or make myself a coffee. And I want my coffee because I like my coffee. So I did make a coffee this morning. I will pop up here the creamer I'm using. Somebody made a comment on my grocery haul video that this creamer had like soybean oil, water. I don't know what they're looking at because I showed the coffee creamer and I showed the ingredients during the video. The only ingredients in this coffee creamer is skim milk, cream, and stevia leaf. So don't know where they got that from. I think they're just trying to stir up trouble in the comments. So you know, it does not. I'll show you right here, and it tastes amazing. So I just have that coffee that I bought is really good too. I never tried that one. The coffee from I wonder what's going on. Why it's not like letting me in. I don't like Zoom. I like Teams. But anyway, so I really like this coffee I got. Then I used some French toast skinny syrup and then that coffee creamer. And I made myself some foam, not a cold foam. I did like the hot foam with a little bit of the French toast flavoring, and then added the Cliffia Farms like heavy cream type thing, but it's not like heavy cream. Anyway, that's what I have for my coffee. Oh, and then I put a bunch of cinnamon on top. I got a coffee from Starbucks on Sunday when I went grocery shopping, and they put a ton of cinnamon on top, and it tasted so good. It was so good. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I had that. So that's what I am having. But yeah, the cinnamon, it tastes so good. I can totally taste the cinnamon on this, and it is perfection. But I don't think you can. I don't want to spill it all over because I have to get my meeting. So anywho, okay, well, I'm gonna log into my meeting. Maybe it says I'm on here, it's just not letting me in. So anyway, I'll check in with you guys when I have something to eat. I brought a bunch of snacks today and my lunch with me, so I will show you as I eat things throughout the day. Hey guys, so we have our first break. It is 10:30. It is 10 o'clock. We have till 10:30. I'm gonna say, that does not look right. I did have a banana. So even though I know a lot of people say, oh, bananas aren't low carb. No, that's correct. However, I don't do keto. I'm doing low carb. So my goal for the day is 100 carbs or less, give or take, so I try to keep it to 30 at each meal and 15 for snacks. So that's kind of what my dietitian had kind of set up for me. But that being said, my doctor told me I need to increase my potassium right now because of my blood pressure. So he suggested to eat, more like kind of potassium filled things. He does prefer me to eat them versus taking any kind of vitamin, which we could always take a vitamin and that kind of thing, But he believes in the food part. So it's just increasing on the things. And so he mentioned like spinach, which I'm not a huge fan of spinach. Like I don't mind eating it in a salad once in a while, but I'm just not a huge spinach fan. But he said like spinach, avocado, and bananas, which avocado is great. So I could add that to some things. So I did pick up some avocados this weekend, and I'm terrible about using them. So I am going to try to add avocados to all my salads and things like that. But then bananas, he said, is like an excellent source. And so it's, they're roughly, depending what size you get. Like I tried to buy kind of smaller, and I always buy the organic ones because they last longer. So I bought the smallest bunch. So I would say these bananas were about 5 inches, 5 inches. So I just recorded it as a medium banana, which came up to like 26.5 carbs. So when you see my carb count at the end of the day, it may be a little higher than normal because I am counting the banana. I don't count, you guys know I don't count the carbs on like blueberries and strawberries and like non-starchy vegetables. So like broccoli, cauliflower, celery, cucumbers, those kind of things. The only vegetables I would be potatoes, sweet potatoes, those kind of things. But the banana I am going to count because it is going to impact something. So typically I would prefer to layer it with like a fat, because when you do that, it tends to even out your blood sugar. So I didn't even think about that. I think tomorrow when I bring my banana, I'm gonna bring some peanut butter. So I may either do some PB2 or I may do the Crazy Richards peanut butter. I just can't remember if I have any Crazy Richards peanut butter left. I have not really been using it, and you know how it gets kind of hard after a while with that kind of peanut butter. So I may just mix up some PB2 and then just eat that with my banana. Then it kind of adds a little fat to it. So anyway, that's all I've had today. My coffee is done. So I'm gonna drink my electrolyte water. I've been using the Propel water enhancers. Let me show you. Yes, I had to get it out of my trash. So these are ones I've been using, which I really like these because they're not as salty tasting as the Element ones. I do have some Element packets still left and I will finish those up. But anywho, so there's my little check-in. Going into the second session, I'm gonna have one of these. I should have just had this with the banana, then would add some extra protein and some extra fat. But I'm gonna have this because I don't get my next break until lunchtime in about an hour and a half. Okay guys, I am on a break, and so I'm having some lunch. I'll pop up here the frozen dinner, lunch, whatever, frozen bowl that I brought with me. And it smelled so good when I was cooking, and it tastes so good. I already started eating it because I was talking to a coworker. And I feel like I got a lot of food in this, so I'll show you, but mind you, I have already eaten some of it. But I feel like it's actually for $3, and I think it's gonna fill me up. I'm also snacking on some veggies and hummus, so let me go ahead and show you what I got. Now, like I said, I did eat a little bit of this, but I feel like it's a good amount. And then I have some of the sweet chili hummus. I'll pop up here what that looks like. And then I just have some carrots and cucumbers and celery. Hey guys, it is 2:40. I have one more session at 3. It's supposed to be over at 4. I've been actually able to stay up on things in between. It's nice having the 30-minute break because I feel like we don't even get this many breaks when we're in person. For these, I mean, we get some break in between, but I feel like definitely not this much. I'm gonna drink this. I need a little bit more protein today. I only have about 80 grams of protein, which I don't know why. Like, I was getting so much protein in the last few weeks, and for some reason, I'm just not getting a lot in today. I think there was not a whole lot. I have to look and see how much protein was in that bowl. I think that was part of it. I think there was not a lot of protein in that. Anyway, I found these at Grocery Outlet and I bought 2 of them. I've not tried them yet because I left one here and I just haven't tried the other. So it says 15 grams of protein. It does have, it's like 1 carb. So let's give it a try. Okay. It has a, I don't know what sweetener they use, but it's like has this weird, like I can feel it on my tongue, like this weird coating on my tongue, and I think it's the protein. So it has filtered water, whey protein isolate is the second ingredient. I think that's what it is. It like uses monk fruit. It seems very, very sweet, but it does use monk fruit and stevia leaf. So I don't really think it's the, but I don't know if I can get past that. The flavor is really good. The black cherry flavor is really good. And but it tastes super sweet, which I said it seems really weird for monk fruit because typically things that I have monk fruit in don't taste sweet enough to me. Same with stevia. But let me shake it up a little bit. Maybe I kind of shook it up a little bit before I took my first drink. I don't know if I'll be able to drink this. I'm glad I only got 2, and I'm glad they were like, I can't remember if they were 99 cents, I think. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not gonna track it yet. Yeah, that just tastes, I don't know. Like I said, this is why I like to go to Grocery Outlet, and I love it that they have things like this because I can't only imagine how much this is in the grocery store normally. I haven't seen them in our grocery stores, Sometimes I think Walmart has them, but I have never, like you can buy them on walmart.com, but I haven't seen them in my Walmart. But I don't know, this is probably going to be a no for me. I just don't think I can get past that thick water taste. So I think I'll just stick to my water. I did pull these out of the fridge to have in case I want these here in a little bit. I'm feeling very snacky today. Seems to happen on the weekends, after the weekend. Because I kind of don't like stick to a schedule, so I just kind of snack on like pickles or cheese or things like that throughout the day. So I kind of finding myself a little bit snacky. So I think I'm gonna eat these and just drink my water and not the protein water. For dinner tonight, I'm going to make a sheet pan meal. So I have some chicken, some of this roasted corn, some broccoli, and then some barbecue sauce. We're gonna make up some bowls, and then on top of the bowls, we're gonna put some of these French fried onions. Literally pulled most of this out of my freezer. Already had the veggies in my freezer already, and then I only had to buy the chicken and the barbecue sauce. I already had the French onion things from Thanksgiving. So I just put on 2 of those chicken breasts, and we have the broccoli and the the corn. We're gonna put this in the oven at 400 for about 25 minutes or until your chicken is cooked through. Then I just shredded up the chicken after it came out. And look at this, you guys. Doesn't that look so good? And then I'm just going to take some of these French fried onions, put them on top of my bowl, and here is my amazing dinner for tonight. Hey guys, so very quickly, I'm going to show you what I'm going to have for breakfast. I have another session I'm going into. It has been go, 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 and it's now 10 o'clock. That first session was so long. Anyway, so I'm gonna have a yogurt. So this is the blueberry Too Good. I have some of the Lakanto granola, which I will show you here on the screen. So I have a serving of that. And then I have my banana for my potassium. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I already drank my coffee, and I'm drinking my big old jug of water. And I'll check in with you guys at lunchtime. For lunch today, I'm gonna have this bowl. Let me show you what it looks like. I probably will not be able to show you after I cook it because my lunch hour is over and I completely lost track of time. So I have to hurry up and heat this up and then go into my next session. But I will tell you later what I thought about it. I didn't get a chance to show you my snacks today, so I had some cheese and pepperoni and then also had some pickles. For dinner that night on Tuesday, I just had the exact same thing that I had on Wednesday, so I just had leftovers, and this is just kind of a repeat of yesterday's bowl. Hey guys, it is Wednesday morning. So sorry yesterday I was not able to really pop in and talk very much. We did not get as many breaks yesterday as we did on Monday, and it was, y'all, like, I don't know why they don't mix up the kind of boring stuff with the real more interesting stuff. So Mondays was very interesting. It was a lot about making your employees feel valued, about belonging. That's kind of the new, I don't know if it's new, because they were actually talking about studies that went back, quite a few years, like 5-6 years ago, these schools that were using the word like belonging. And, because turnover is pretty high in schools. Just there's a lot of things that go on and that happen. And as you guys all know, with teaching and things like that. And so this is about like retention and recruitment and getting people to stay and those kind of things. So anyway, Monday was very interesting. I had a lot of good tips and tricks and things you can do with onboarding and orientations and just to make, new hires feel good and what to do, to make existing employees feel valued. So it was very good. Yesterday was all the legal stuff. So it was literally like the first session was about bullying, which for us in our actual agency, we are like an education service district. So we serve other school districts, but we do also have our own departments that do things. Now, we in HR also serve some of the other school districts. So bullying is something that we may deal with, but not as much. We don't deal much with the student stuff. That's usually taken care of by the superintendents. We deal more with employee issues and things like that. So it was, not a lot of it really pertained to my actual position. So I was kind of working at the same time, and there's a lot of audio and technical issues with that first session anyway. And then the next 2 sessions, so then we had a 30-minute break after the first session, and then after that we had 2 back-to-back sessions. And no, we had 1 more session after that, and that one was all, oh my gosh, it was just all the legal stuff, like with the new executive orders and things like that, and how it's going to affect education. So there was that session. Then we had lunch, but I had so many emails piling up, so I just like powered through my emails. Next thing I know, it's like we have like 10 minutes before our next session. So I just had to go to the bathroom. I had to make my lunch. So, which by the way, that Power Bowl, also excellent. Like I've only had 2 so far, 2 out of 2, really great. And I think I may buy those. You know, I think that they're going to be a great thing for me because I just don't feel like cooking right now. And I don't know, my tastes have kind of been changing. Things are tasting weird to me that never did before. I think it's just all hormonal, you guys. A lot of you have told me who've gone through perimenopause and menopause. Like a lot of you are in perimenopause where I'm at. A lot of you have been through menopause and you've all told me the same thing. Like you liked foods that you didn't like before, or foods are just not tasting good to you. And that's what mine has been doing. So anyway, they've just been a good option, and I feel like the ingredients are good and I don't feel bad about it. I know people are gonna make me feel bad about it, but that's okay. You guys, you can't let other people judge us and you know whatnot. Anywho, those are really good. I am going to repurchase. I will probably look for some different flavors this weekend, but at that spicy beef one, I'm going to repurchase that one probably this next weekend. The marinara one was good, but the one I had the first day, so good. So then I had my snacks, which I believe I showed you. I had them in the morning. I had that yogurt. I think I showed you that in the morning. And then then we had 2 back-to-back sessions after lunch, and we did not get done till 3:30. So it was like we started at 12:30 and we got done at 3:30. So it was just powered through. So it just, and the next sessions were about like, what was the other one? Oh, just all the legal stuff around union negotiating and stuff. Because this is the time of year that we're negotiating. We have like 5 districts that are negotiating that my boss assists with. So that was what all that other stuff was. And oh my goodness, you guys, like it's just, to me, and they were all lawyers. Every single session yesterday was lawyers, and it just, yeah. At one point I wanted to be a paralegal. I even took classes for it, and I just told myself as I was doing it, and I had a friend who was dating a lawyer, and I went to his office and like shadowed them for like a week, and I was just like, I could never do this. Like, for one thing, he was a little like, he seemed a little shady. Like, it was a defense attorney, which I understand not every single person is guilty, obviously, but I just feel like some of his tactics, and he was telling me things, and it just felt weird, and I just was not, nope, it was not for me. And after listening to these lawyers yesterday, and they tried to make it interesting, but you could only make this stuff so interesting, you know? But it was just a long day. It was a long day. So I did have my snacks in the afternoon. I had the pepperoni and the cheese, which I'm pretty sure I showed you. And then I had some pickles as well. Some of the pickle dilly bites, whatever they're called. So anywho, now we're this morning. So I made a protein coffee. I did show you that. This video will be going up a little bit later too. Normally I try to get these videos up on Thursdays, but I think it's going to be Friday this week because I'm not going to have a lot of time to edit tonight. And what else do I have to share with you? I think that's it so far. Oh, today. So you will not see lunch today because my boss was called away to one of our sites. We have sites, like we have 4 counties that we serve. And she has to go down to the county. It's only like an hour and a half drive. So she has to go down there today. And so she asked me to attend one of her meetings, and it was during lunchtime, and they are serving lunch. I have no idea what to expect. So hopefully it's not anything, you know. I did bring another one of the frozen dinners just in case it was something that I would not want to eat, and I could just say I'm not hungry, you know, or something like that. So we'll see what it is. Hey guys, I realized I forgot to check in with you after my meeting today. So lunch, I am not even going to track anything. I'll tell you, it's so funny because there's a few places here that cater kind of a lot of the business lunches and things. And we've had this place before. We actually had it for our end of the year. Like, we used to call it the end of the year barbecue because it used to only be barbecue. And then I think the place that we used, I don't know, we didn't have it. I don't remember why we switched it to something else. Now we just call it like the end of the year celebration. And we used this place one time and it was terrible. And I thought, okay, maybe it's not so bad. Nope. I've had it like twice since then. I do not like it. I think it's a food truck that, I don't know. I'm not sure. We have a lot of food trucks here now, and most of them are really, really good when they do the catering. But this one, I don't know. I just did not like it. So it was like Mexican food, which typically it's like Mexican food is pretty forgiving. It's just terrible. Like, as soon as I saw the beans and I'm like, I know where this is from. So I had, I was really hungry by the time I got there because our meeting was like at 12. And I had a little bit of the chicken that has like, with some sort of sauce and veggies. And then I did like a half a scoop of rice. And but there's really nothing to even like make a salad with or anything. They had forgot the tortillas, so they actually were going to get some and bring them back. But by the time I already had my food, by the time she got back with the tortillas. So I just took a couple bites of the rice, remembered how much I hated it. I did eat most of the meat, but I did not even have like a full spoonful. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to eat my meal when I get back to work. But by the time I got back to work, because the meeting went over just a little bit, then I was chatting with a few people because it's in our other building that I don't ever, that I'm never in anymore. And one of the people that was at the meeting was somebody who used to work with, and I hadn't seen her in a long time. So I was kind of chatting, and then I was chatting with a new person that just started earlier this week. So I was chatting with her a little bit, and by the time I got back to the office, then traffic. So then I come out, and I think Wednesdays are our biggest school district here. They get out early on Wednesdays, and I came out, and I'm guessing the bus barn must be over there because I literally, there were 10 buses that I was smashed in between that were driving all over the place. They were empty. So I'm guessing either that or they were just dropping off. I don't know what they were doing. All I know is that there was buses everywhere, and I was trying to get through all the traffic. I did not get back to work till like 1:45. And I was going to grab my lunch at that point, but I had an employee waiting for me. Then I had a manager that wanted to talk to me, and then I had to talk to one of my coworkers. And I literally had maybe like an hour in between all that, and that was like at 3. And then I had to jump on another call, and then I had some people come in at 4. It's just, and now it's 5:30, and now I'm home. So one thing so I did not eat anything. And I didn't even drink all my coffee, you guys. Look, this is how much coffee I had left in my protein coffee. I didn't even have a snack because I did not have time. So I have eaten nothing today but drank half of my protein coffee, and I am starving. But that made me crave Mexican food. And I was thinking, oh, do I want like a bowl tonight? So my whole meal plan is off this week. I'm not even going to promise y'all anymore that you'll get recipes from me because it's just too hard with my job. It's too hard. So last night you saw I ate leftovers from that barbecue chicken, which was so good. It really shows that you can just pull anything out of your freezer and fridge and just put it into a sheet pan and just make these great bowls. So I did have leftovers of that because I'm really, really into no waste and reducing my grocery budget. And the only way I'm going to do that is by eating more leftovers. But like I was saying, you guys, I think during my grocery haul, that I am really been like, leftovers are just not tasting good to me lately. And unless I have them directly the next day, and that's what I did. So it tasted great. So I have no leftovers at all in my fridge. So I don't know if I want to do a taco bowl because it just sounds amazing, and I always have things for that. I have some ground chicken that I was going to use for the teriyaki bowls, and I could make that into taco meat, and I could have a taco bowl. Or I could make the teriyaki stir fry, because now that I'm sitting here, that actually doesn't sound too bad. So I don't know, y'all. Like, I don't know. Do I want tacos or teriyaki? Tacos or teriyaki? I don't know what I want. I don't have any plain cauliflower rice, I don't think, that I can make into Spanish rice for the taco bowls. And I kind of, unless I just want to make tacos, I do have some tortillas. I could just make a big, like, burrito taco type thing. Or I could do the teriyaki chicken. I can't do one tomorrow because that's the thing. If I can only use that pound of meat. Well, I guess I could split it in half and do some taco bowls. I don't know. I think I'm just going to do teriyaki because actually that sounds pretty good. And I have that cauliflower rice stir fry, which is so good, that I get at Costco. So I think I'm going to do that. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to do that and I think I'm just going to mix it all together rather than do, make it in like separate things. Like that's how I was going to do it, was like to cook up the meat with the teriyaki sauce, throw in the, coleslaw, kind of like egg roll in a bowl, and then I was going to just put the cauliflower rice in the bottom, but I may just throw it all in there and just make one big bowl. And then that way I could just get it done, because I have some things I need to get done. I need to start some laundry. I need to unload the dishwasher. My husband's still working. He's probably going to be working kind of late tonight. I need to go grab the garbage can. So I'm not going to have time to edit tonight, which I knew I wouldn't. So this video will not be going up until Friday morning rather than Thursday mornings. Sorry for that. And yeah, so there's my check-in. I will see you guys with whatever I decide to do for dinner. So I did have another recipe I was going to do for this teriyaki bowl. But honestly, like, I am so tired, you guys. I just want to make this and sit down and eat. I'm starving. So not even going to pull what that recipe was. I cannot remember exactly what was all in it. So we're just going to do the ground chicken. I'm going to do the teriyaki marinade and some coleslaw. So basically, I'm making egg roll in a bowl. I use teriyaki marinade instead of like the coconut aminos or the liquid aminos or soy sauce. I'm just going to use that. And then I'm going to cook this up in the microwave. This is the cauliflower stir fry that I get at Costco. So, oh no, I'm not going to cook it in the microwave because I'm just going to throw this all in one bowl. Just going to get my big saucepan out, or my big skillet out. And I'm just going to cook this up, add in some of that. I'm going to add in this next so I can get that all cooked up. And then we'll add in the coleslaw at the end and just mix it all up in one bowl. And I'll add some green onions on top for like some freshness. So that'll be my dinner tonight. I apologize for not being more creative this week, but you know what? It is what it is. And here is what my final bowl looked like. I did add a little bit of sesame oil at the very end. I added 1 tablespoon to the whole mixture, and this easily made about 4 servings. And I will talk more about how I do my servings. I've had a lot of questions about it. So we'll talk about that during my kind of check-in video this week. I'll let you guys know how I do that. So anywho, thank you guys as always for taking time out of your day to watch my videos. I'm sorry this week was a little chaotic, but this is really how I try to balance work and my healthy lifestyle and trying to just be the healthiest that I can be. And this is just usually what it ends up being. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.